Now let's see this question. This question came in GATE 2015 for 1 mark. The question is, an unordered list contains n distinct elements. The number of comparisons to find an element in this list that is neither maximum nor minimum is what? Okay, so there is a list given, let's say any list 3, and it is an unordered list, so 3, 6, 4, 2, 1, 5, any unordered list is there. And what we have to do, so let's say these all are n distinct elements, and what we have to do, the number of comparisons to find an element, in the list which is neither maximum nor minimum. Okay, so what is the maximum among these? This is the maximum. What is the minimum among these? This is the minimum. Okay, so you have to report an element which is neither maximum nor minimum, and it is not saying that which element you have to report, just you have to find an element which is neither maximum nor minimum. So they are asking about the best case scenario. It means that you can do a situation where you can take much more time. For example, let's say that you invest theta n time in order to find minimum and maximum. Okay, and once you know that which is minimum and maximum, you start from the beginning and then report an element which is not minimum or maximum, and that is your answer. But in that case, your overall time complexity is going to be theta n. Okay, the thing is that can we do somewhat better? So there is another way in which what you have to do is that you just start from the beginning and just pick the first 3 elements. That's it. You pick the first 3 elements and then take them, and after that sort them. Okay, so when you sort them, you get something like 3, 4, 6. Okay, and after that, whatever is the middle element, you report this as your answer, and that's it. So this is definitely an element which is neither minimum nor maximum. So see, 4 is an element which is neither minimum nor maximum. Now why we have done that? Why we have taken 3 elements? Why not 1? Why not 2? See, the reason is that let's say we have taken only just first element, but then that first element might be the maximum one or minimum one. Similarly, if we take the first 2 elements, it might be that one of them is the minimum one and other one is the maximum one. So we cannot say anything about that. But once we take first 3 elements and then sort them, then when we find the middle element, then definitely we know that there is definitely one element which is smaller than this middle element, and that's why it is definitely not the minimum, and there is definitely a element which is bigger than this middle element, and that's why definitely it is not the maximum element. So if we take 3 elements, sort them and take the middle one, this middle one element is definitely an element which is neither maximum nor minimum. Okay, so in that case, this is the best we can do, and we just have to report any element which is neither maximum or minimum. Okay, so in that case it is going to take constant time. Why constant? Because there are 3 elements, and in order to sort these 3 elements you need a constant number of operations, and overall the entire number of operations which you are doing is constant. That's why you can say that you are taking theta 1 amount of time in order to find that particular element. So the answer is D, theta 1.